It's Apollo.
Houston, we have a problem.
Thank you, Apollo. Yeah.
What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Matt. Get the hands back to you with another video. So let's go ahead and kick this tutorial off in the new Stay Gifted suite. The lighting's on point. First, we're gonna start with the lever all the way open. That's gonna create our first guideline. We already put the ball guideline in, and then what I'll do is sometimes I'll put it in the middle and then close it. I love that system. But with this, I went ahead and closed the lever all the way, started to remove that bottom line, and then I opened as needed to blend into whatever I left with the lever open. So now you're gonna see a dark line, but that bottom panel is already blended out. So normally on my fading systems, I like to start with the lever open, put it in the middle, and then close it. But like I said, on this, I felt like it was just more effective just to go ahead and remove that bottom line. Now, take your one guard all the way open, put it in the middle, start removing and softening up that line, and then you'll close the lever all the way, and then you'll soften it even more. Whatever's left behind will come back and blend out with the half guard. Now, what I like to do from the one guard is I'll jump to the number 2, because I feel like the one guard into the 1.5 guard has no contrast. So I'll jump to the number 2, and then I'll clean up whatever the 2 leaves behind with the 1.5 guard. And I don't want to create like a dark weight. I don't want to disconnect the hair from the sides. I am just simply blending that 2 into whatever he has up top and softening up that ridge a little bit. Then I'll come through with my 1.5 guard and clean up whatever the number 2 left behind. I just feel like going from a 1 guard to a 1.5 guard, like I said, there's no contrast. I like a light, medium to dark contrast on the blend. So for me, that's the system that works. Alright, so now remember I told you whatever the 1 left behind will come through and follow it up with the half guard. So I'm using my Gamma Ergo clippers right now, and they take the wall premium guards. So that's why I like this clipper, because it uses the same system that I use on my seniors. I'll start with the lever open with the half guard, and I'm stacking my guards. And I have a video on explaining what I mean when I say I stack the guards. It's just like coloring, it's just like blending. You want everything to be on top of each other. That way it has a smooth transition. So with the half guard, I like to blend that into my 1 guard as high as possible without taking it to where it's dark, if that makes any sense. And that's what'll give you the stacked blend result, is actually taking that half guard and bleeding it into the number 1. And then whenever you put it in the middle and then close it, as you can tell, it just removes itself and erases. And then you just come back with your half all the way open, no guard, so it's your lever all the way open, and just use those corners to blend out any dark spots. I feel like you need to develop that eye. It's something that if you may not see, I can see it. You know what I mean? Turn the client to a certain angle. Tilt the client's head. That way you can see in different lighting if there's any dark spots. Look in front of your client. Look from the side profile. There's always certain angles that you could turn your client in to see if there's any spots or any kind of areas that needs to be blended more. But guys, I love my new setup, the new suite. My clients love it. The feedback is amazing. Thank you for all the support, guys. It made the move that much easier because I had y'all support and my family support. It's amazing. Like it's definitely one of those things where it's you gotta have balls to do some stuff like this. I love everything that I've learned from Headlines Barbershop. I love the culture. I love the atmosphere. I just adapted with what's going on right now with 2020 and me protecting my family. So that's where I'm at today. So basically, guys, what you do to one side, you're gonna do to the other.
have a problem.
Thank you, Apollo, yeah. It's Apollo.
Houston, we have a problem.
Thank you, Apollo, yeah.
Shot a blast!
Houston, we have a problem.
Thank you, Apollo, yeah. It's Apollo.
Houston, we have a problem.
Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and blend in the beard onto the side of the fade. And he stated to me that he didn't want me to touch the bottom of his beard, so I left it as is. He's in the military, so he has to have it a certain length, or it can't be too crispy or something like that. I can't remember what he said, but he said not to touch the bottom, so we didn't line up the bottom. We're lining up the top of the beard and the side, the back side of it. We're going to line up his mustache. I'm sure people in the military are gonna be like, what kind of rule is that? But I couldn't remember what he told me. He just told me not to touch the bottom of the beard, so we did what the customer asked. So right here, I just made sure that everything looked proportionate, and I kind of curved it in just a little bit more.
Houston, we have a problem.
Alright, so as far as the lineup goes, I like to pin up whatever, doesn't need to be cut. Kind of taper down that front edge with the one guard closed. And then once you do that, you're able to kind of keep those hairs short but still dark at the same time. And it's going to be a lot easier for you to add that box, add that lineup, Not a lot of hairs will be hanging over. What I like to do is I'll cut the trimmer off, make sure the trimmer's off, and I'll comb the hairs down instead of reaching for a comb or something like that. It's just something that I just developed by myself where it just works for me. Just make sure that trimmer's off. So turn your trimmer off, comb down the hairs in the front, line it up. But again, disclaimer, keep the trimmer off when you do that. I don't want y'all to blame me for y'all's LeBron James edge ups if you don't turn your trimmer off. You gotta turn it off in order to comb the hair down. And then you turn it back on to line it back up. But yeah guys, this is pretty much the finished product. First haircut recorded in the suite. This is history right here. Y'all have been nothing but great support. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers, guys. I am 3,000 away from hitting 100K, my first milestone. Man, I can't. This journey has been amazing, and I'm going to be dropping a video reiterating the whole journey of this YouTube channel hitting 100K. So this is the finished product. I hope you enjoy this haircut tutorial. Hopefully you learned something from it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, hit that notification button. That way when I drop content, you are the first one to know. And as always, Team Gifted, stay gifted.